Okay, so where does the greatest player of all time go next?
Well, I'm not sure he is the greatest player of all time. I think that's what he thinks himself. Look, where does he go next? You have to say, how many clubs are out there who are willing to pay him £500,000 a week? Somebody who's 37 years old, somebody who a lot of people would say is fading. Of course, he's not as good as he used to be. Why would he be at 37, even though he himself thinks differently? I think when we're talking about his next club, you have to say there is a possibility he would like to stay in Europe. He would like to be playing in the Champions League. He wants to score more goals. He wants more records. I think he will now be more attractive to European clubs in the Champions League, because he's a free agent. So anybody who wants to give him a contract doesn't have to deal with Manchester United. There's no transfer fee involved. You don't have to negotiate how much of his wages Manchester United are going to continue to pay. You just sit down with George Mendes, you trash out a deal. Obviously, he's going to want a big signing on fee as well, but I wouldn't discount him getting a move to a European club, a club who are in the Champions League. If he's chasing money, of course, you have to say Saudi Arabia. We know for a fact, he said it himself, he had a big offer to go to Al Hilal in the summer. I think they were offering him a package worth in the total of £300 million. So I think he's going to have opportunities there. Also, I wouldn't discount MLS. There are going to be clubs there who are going to want to sign him as their marquee signing. But I think Cristiano Ronaldo's belief in his own abilities would seem to suggest that I don't think he's going to go to MLS yet. He said in that interview with Piers Morgan that he believes he's got at least another 3 years at the top level. I think it's more likely he finds a club in the Champions League in Europe and he gets what he wants. Saudi Arabia, I wouldn't discount that either. Look, I think obviously they're losing a key player. Somebody who they signed and they were paying big money. It hasn't worked out under Erik ten Hag. The first thing to say is I think the timing suits Manchester United. This has been dealt with quickly. The second thing, from a financial point of view, Ronaldo is reported to be on £500,000 a week. His contract was up in the summer. So by terminating this contract, Manchester United are saving themselves about £16 million. Now, we know they wanted to sign another forward in the summer. I would expect them to try and sign another forward as well in January, but I don't think they're going to panic. Speaking to people at United, the message we've always got back from them regarding transfers is they always prefer to do their business in the summer. That is when United tend to spend big money. And you've got to bear in mind as well, Cristiano Ronaldo hasn't been a key player for them. That is what he was frustrated about. He was frustrated about the fact that he wasn't starting every single game. So I don't think Manchester United are going to go crazy in the January transfer market, throw money at somebody just to get a deal done to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. I think the overriding thing they'll be thinking about, first of all, is we're relieved this problem has been solved with. As a squad, we can be stronger now when the Premier League returns on Boxing Day, because I know for a fact behind the scenes there was a lot going on that people at Manchester United, players, were unhappy with. There were reports that sometimes, both publicly and privately, Cristiano Ronaldo was challenging Erik ten Hag's authority. I think for team spirit, for unity, for Manchester United going forward, it is best that Cristiano Ronaldo has left. And then Erik ten Hag came in the summer. Now, Erik ten Hag is a disciplinarian. He wants things done his way. And straight away, I remember lots of reporters, lots of journalists, lots of pundits saying, we're not sure if this is going to work out, because Erik ten Hag's style of football does not suit Cristiano Ronaldo, especially a Cristiano Ronaldo who I think is 37 years old. And Ronaldo was told in the summer that he wasn't going to be a key player for Manchester United this season. And Erik ten Hag treated him like any other player. As far as Cristiano Ronaldo is concerned, that is not fair. He thinks that is disrespecting him. He thinks he's the greatest footballer of all time. Maybe he thinks only somebody like Lionel Messi is as good as him, or somebody like Pele or Maradona. And he didn't want to be slumming it in the Europa League. He didn't want to be losing games in the Premier League and finishing 5th, 6th, 7th. Time is running out for him. He still believes he can operate at the top level, and that is why he felt that he wanted to leave Manchester United. Now, we all know he tried tried to leave in the summer. Move didn't materialise for various reasons. I think most of them were to do with finances. And then we've got the situation where he knew that he was going to come to Qatar with Portugal for the World Cup, and then the January transfer window was going to be open. So cynics would say he timed it. He timed this interview with Piers Morgan so he could put himself in the shop window, so his contract with Manchester United could be terminated, so he could leave, because he's clearly unhappy at Manchester United. He wants to go somewhere else. But as far as Ronaldo is concerned, he thinks he's too good for Manchester United at the moment, and time is running out for him. That's why he wants to leave. And I think quietly, yes, of course, we've read his statement. He says he loves Manchester United, he loves the fans, but I think he thinks from a personal point of view and for his career point of view, he needed to get away from Manchester United, and that is exactly what's happened.
Significant breaking news. Cristiano Ronaldo is to leave Manchester United by mutual agreement with immediate effect. Cristiano Ronaldo gone from Manchester United. United have issued a statement. They have said this: the club thanks him for his immense contribution across 2 spells at Old Trafford, scoring 145 goals in 346 appearances, and wishes him and his family well for the future. Everyone at Manchester United remains focused on continuing the team's progress under Erik ten Hag and working together to deliver success on the pitch. Of course, all of this stems from that explosive interview with Piers Morgan when Ronaldo said he has no respect for the manager. United clearly feel enough is enough, and he is gone. Yesterday, Ronaldo turned up unprompted at that news conference for Portugal and said he's bulletproof, he's ironclad, following that interview last week. And he also said that his relationship with his Manchester United teammate Bruno Fernandes is excellent. Remember, Fernandes walked into the Portugal dressing room and they looked like an awkward exchange. They have so far tried to beat that down and say, no, they were just having a bit of fun, but it all looked very awkward. Well, apparently Manchester United, since that interview, have been working on ways to release Ronaldo from his contract, all sorts of legal implications. We learned last week that United do not accept some of those criticisms that Ronaldo made in the interview. He, of course, said that there's been no investment in the 13 years since he left Old Trafford. Manchester United have said, well, actually, there's been a lot of investment in the facilities, the training ground, the restaurant, the swimming pool, and much, much more, which they feel Ronaldo hasn't given them credit for. As I've said, he was also incredibly critical of Ten Hag. No respect for him whatsoever, he said. Ten Hag, though, always maintained that Ronaldo was important to Manchester United. Remember, he made him captain before all of this blew up. He made him captain, which surprised an awful lot of people. Ten Hag trying his best to keep things good. Ronaldo said that he'd been disrespected and not believed when he said that there was an illness with one of his children. Manchester United have always maintained that Ronaldo was given time off in pre-season to deal with his family matters. And it's also been confirmed to us here at Sky Sports News that there was a massive offer from Saudi Arabia in the summer for Ronaldo, where United accepted, but Ronaldo did not want to go. No other official offers for the player in the last transfer window, but of course he now is no longer a Manchester United player. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo has issued a statement and he has said this: following conversations with Manchester United, we have mutually agreed to end our contract early. I love Manchester United and I love the fans. That will never, ever change. However, it feels like the right time for me to seek a new challenge. I wish the team every success for the remainder of the season and for the future.